Hi there everyone. So we are going to do this pick a card reading today. I'm going to shuffle this deck and I'm going to make two piles. You can select a pile and let us find out what people think about you when they first meet you. Okay, now this doesn't have to be anything to do with a romantic connection. If those messages come up, we can of course take them, but this is going to be a very general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm going to shuffle the deck. Alright, this is going to be pile 1 and this is going to be pile 2. So I would like you to take a few seconds, pause the video if you feel like, meditate and select one pile. If of course you are not able to select and you feel that you want to check both piles, go ahead and check both the piles. There could be a message in it for you. I don't want you to think too much about which pile to select. The first one that draws your attention instantly is the one that would usually resonate. Having said that, you can also check both piles. That's not a problem at all. So this is pile number 1. This is pile number 2. Let us find out what people think of you or think about you. What is the first impression that people get when they first meet you? All right, let's start with pile 1. Pile number 1, what is the impression that people get about you when they first meet you? Wow, all right. Pile number 1, you come across as somebody who's very sorted. Okay, now you could be somebody who's very nurturing, very caring, giving. You take care of everyone. You could be like that mom friend. Now the gender doesn't matter. You could be any gender watching this particular reading right now, but there is this very nurturing, motherly vibe about you where you give a lot of advice. You take care of your friends, you take care of people around you, your family members. You're always there when somebody needs you. You're also very sensible, very responsible when it comes to your finances, your career. You don't spend recklessly. You have worked hard for your money, for wherever you are in life right now. You have really worked hard and you have saved your money. You know the worth and value of everything, and that somewhere reflects in your behavior as well. The way you treat people, the way you talk to people, I do feel that you respect people and you have this very nurturing quality. So even if there's somebody who has met you for the first time, they can immediately sense it, that you are very dependable. You are that person who they can trust, who they can rely on. You have this very nice, warm, loving vibe about you, and they instantly feel that yes, this is a person that I can trust. But there is another downside. Now I won't call it a downside. This is just a part of your personality probably. There is nothing to feel ashamed of or nothing that you need to change. I'm not even judging you. There is this tendency to somewhere isolate yourself for a while from people. I feel that sometimes you have this tendency of just going into your own shell, where you don't really want to talk to people, you don't want to socialize, you don't want to go out, or you might not stay in touch with people for a long time, not even with your friends or family members. You just like to spend time by yourself. You like to think about your own life. You just like to stay quiet. You like to introspect and just be aloof. And when you feel that you are finally okay and comfortable with that particular stage, then you like to suddenly come out of that shell and do something which you like. You are very independent. As nurturing, as loving and giving as you are, you still love your independence. You love to do things your own way. You like to figure out things, problems. This could be anything in life. You love to figure it out yourself. You are always there for people when they need you, but sometimes you find it difficult to ask for help if you need it. Okay, now that is something which is a little confusing for people, because the first time when somebody meets you, they might find you extremely dependable, nurturing, loving, and then if you are in this phase of yours where you want to be this hermit and you want to isolate from everybody, the next time if that same person meets you, they might find you extremely aloof, extremely independent, or just a little cold and detached, and then they wouldn't know whether this personality is true or this one is true. So it will take a little time for them to figure out your basic nature. I feel that you're a balance of both, and that is something that people will figure out when they know you better. This is something which they won't understand in the first 1 or 2 meetings. Okay, so that is the kind of vibe that people get from you when they first meet you. All right, pile number 1. Let's check what we have for pile number 2. Pile number 2, you are extremely emotional when it comes to people around you. Now this is not just romantic relationships, this is with everybody. Okay, I'm going to find a clarification card for this. Yes, I thought so. Okay, you are emotional and you sometimes find it difficult to balance your emotions and your practical thinking. Okay, sometimes you find it difficult to decide whether you want to give more importance to your emotional side or your practical side. The King of Cups is telling me that you are extremely balanced when it comes to your heart, your decisions that are supposed to be taken from heart. But the Queen of Swords is also somebody who's extremely assertive, a little aggressive at times, blunt and outspoken. And this is somewhere where you find it difficult because you don't know which side to choose. It's okay, you need not choose any side, because it's a good thing that you have both these qualities. It's a good thing that you possess emotions and practical thinking at the same time. You just need to find that balance. There is no need to be confused, there is no need to choose this or that. Okay, with some people I feel that you're overly emotional. You just cannot say no. No matter what they ask for, no matter what they say, you are always, you give in and you always listen to your heart. And even if it's something which is not really good for them or for you, you end up saying yes, because you just cannot be assertive and firm and practical with them. You just give in and you let your emotions take over. While as with other people, now this could be at the workplace, you're extremely balanced, ethical, you're fair, you're morally upright, and you will not let them take you for granted, and you always are in this practical mode. So I feel that different people view you differently depending on the setting that you are in. So if this is like a personal or a family situation or something with friends or lovers, I feel that you could be extremely emotional, you could be extremely giving in terms of your emotions and love and affection. And at the same time, with certain people, you're just very very you know practical and straightforward. So you need to basically balance these emotions, is what I feel. Some people find you a little aloof and depressed at times. Okay, this could be your tendency to just constantly think about the past and not be sure about it. I feel that people also take you for granted at times because they know that you're overly emotional, and you get a little upset or you get a little confused when you have to take certain decisions. And I feel that people end up emotionally manipulating you sometimes. This, I'm getting a very strong water energy here: Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So either you could be the sign or the people that you're dealing with have this sign. in their chart. Okay, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is a strong indication here. So I feel that people tend to take you for granted at times or try to emotionally manipulate you. Okay.